Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're all watching this from. This is my Chisora versus Otto, Wallin bottom preview, bottom predictions for the main event and for the undercard as well. So yes, let's straight into it with the undercard, starting off then with Nelson Heiser versus the Macedonian fighter Chidot Vetkov. Vetkov. For me, a straightforward win for Heiser. For me, a straightforward win for him. I think he's in the more fitter state than Fightov. Fightov is, I don't think he's going to last past 3 rounds, in my opinion. Once Heiser starts to put that pressure on, this will be straight away. The fight will be done inside 3 to 5 rounds, in my opinion. Fightov fights like a slugfest. He's more sluggish of a fighter, very overweight, as you can tell. Heiser is a unit as well. He's a unit, but he's more fitter and healthier. And I think Wardy, I think the winner will probably get Wardy, in my opinion, because I think this is the level Wardy is at now in terms of the heavyweight. So I can see Wardy versus Heiser, and I think Heiser gets the job done inside 3 rounds, in my opinion. And I just think Vetkov will take far too many shots, in my opinion. So on to the next one then. The return of Nathan Heaney, 18 wins, 1 defeat, of course, and spread polls. He comes back. You have to say, definitely a tune-up fight against Sofman Tati, who's got 5 defeats, the Frenchman. Nathan Heaney, he fights like a lunatic, doesn't he? He fights like a Trump person. He just throws no matter what. He throws no matter what, and that's what happened. He got found out. Got found out against Brad Poles because of it. He won't get found out here. With the way Nathan Heaney fights, then I think he'll be far too much for Tati to deal with. I think Nathan Heaney should get a midway stoppage, in my opinion, in this fight. And I'm going to go for 5th round, 6th round stoppage from Nathan Heaney. I'll go for 5th round. I'll go for 5th round stoppage win for Nathan Heaney. And to get back to winning ways and get himself back on track and get himself back in the pecking order for a big middleweight fight, Nathan Heaney. Up next then, Chuck Wafferty versus Reese Memorial for the Brits and Commonwealth lightweight titles. Chuck Wafferty, 24 wins, 0 defeats. Reese Memorial, 17 wins, 1 defeat. Reese Memorial in this fight, I think he'll try and use his win IQ, try and use his movement, try and use his win craft as well. While Chuck Wafferty will be the more of the front-footed fighter, more of the presser fighter as well. Chuck Wafferty was having issues, wasn't he, against Henry Turner until he eventually got to him in the second half of the fight. And I think this will be the same here. Just how long can Reese McMillan use his win IQ and win craft before Chuck Wafferty does end up getting to him. And that's why I've done 4. And then I done for midway stoppers. I done for a 7th round stoppage win for Chuck Wafferty. I think his presser should be too much in the end for Reese, in my opinion. Up next then for the Commonwealth featherweight title, Masood Abdullah defends his title, then Sap Miller. This will be a good fight. We saw Sap Miller against Nathaniel Collins on one of the Magnificent 7 cards. And this is a step up for Masood as well. Step up for him. And I think this will be a true hit-em fight. Be a true hit-em fight. I think Masood Abdullah again will do more of the work than Sap Miller. So it'd be similar to Collins versus Miller, where Collins, we all knew Collins when he went to points, we all knew he won the fight in the end. And I think it's going to be quite similar here. I think Masur Abdullah will definitely win more of the rounds than Zach Miller. But Zach Miller will definitely pick up a couple of rounds, in my opinion. It will make it competitive. He'll make it a competitive pick and fight. But again, you would expect Masur Abdullah to win. And I think Masur Abdullah will win on points. Onto the co-main event, Lee Hutchinson, 18 wins, 2 defeats, other than Sap Parker, 25 wins and 1 defeat. A contrast in momentum at the moment. Lee Hutchinson, albeit he did use Joshua Buatsi at Wembley, but yes, we will. Lee Hutchinson. Yes, we will. Lee Hutchinson is still in the better momentum at the moment. Sap Parker obviously pulled out that John Wilder fight, didn't he? Well, during the fight, due to an injury. And he was winning that fight as well, in my opinion, Parker. But John Wilder stole the chosen victory and got himself a big payday against Canelo Alvarez. And Sap Parker, his momentum just gone down after that, hasn't it? Just gone down. And I think the momentum is with Lee Hutchinson. I think Lee Hutchinson is the more depressive fighter as well. Is more depressive fighter, and Sap Parker, he got a good stoppers last time round, didn't he? Against Anfield, but can Sap Parker, with his style, is that a good enough? Is that the right style for this for Lee Hutchinson? To talk for Lee Hutchinson, I don't think it is. If anything, I think Parker needs to fight fire with fire, in my opinion. But it's a hard one. It's a hard one. Still a tough fight to call, but I think everyone's in favour of Hutchinson going into this fight. And I think Lee Hutchinson will win on points, in my opinion. And I just think Lee Hutchinson, again, will just do more of the work over Sap Parker, in my opinion. And on to the main event then, David Chisora versus Otto Wallin. David Chisora, 35 wins, 13 defeats. Otto Wallin, 27 wins, 2 defeats. And the only 2 defeats for Otto Wallin have been against AJ and Tyson Fury. No shame in that, in my opinion, for Otto Wallin. So I don't know why Otto Wallin gets criticism that he's fought no one. Well, he has. He's fought Fury and AJ. And David Chisora, he's fought everyone, hasn't he? And that's what you have to do with David Chisora. He fights everyone. He does fight everyone, David Chisora. So you can't say he doesn't. Albeit, I think David Chisora, he's still fighting for the money. Yes, we will. I don't think Chisora should be fighting anymore, in my opinion. Because we do worry about the mentions a real thing as well. David Chisora has took a lot of punches in his career as well. In terms of this fight, I don't like this fight for David Chisora. I just don't think it's the right style for him. But David Chisora, as said in the past, he does struggle with southpaws. But David Chisora, he was still putting himself in with southpaws as well. Otto Wallin is a tricky southpaw, in my opinion, as well. Obviously, he didn't show it against AJ, but yes, we will. It's different levels comparing AJ to David Chisora, in my opinion. David Chisora, he'll come forward. He's a war. Yeah, he is by his name, David Chisora, a war. If Otto Wallin gets dragged into a Chisora fight, then yeah, Chisora wins, in my opinion. Especially if Otto Wallin decides to fight fire with fire. But the way Otto Wallin fights, I just think it's all one for Chisora, in my opinion. It's all one. And I think Otto Wallin would definitely win rounds, in my opinion, with the way he fights. Well, in my eyes, anyways. In my eyes. With it being his last dance as well, as I say on the title, they may give it to Chisora just because it's his last fight, potentially his last fight in the UK, potentially. So they might give it to him. But I just think it's all one for Chisora. It is all one. There is certain styles where Chisora he can't win against, and I think this is one of those styles where I really don't think he wins against Otto Wallin, in my opinion. I would make Otto Wallin favourites as well in the fight, and Otto Wallin's style, southpaw, tricky southpaw style, I just think it's all one for Chisora, in my opinion. So I am done for Otto Wallin to win on points against Chisora, but do I think that will happen? No, I do think Chisora will get given the decision because of the sympathy and all that. I can just see it coming. I really can. But who knows? Chisora can definitely win. Of course he can, because he can easily trot Otto Wallin into his fight, into a Chisora fight, and Otto Wallin won't like that at all. If he can get Otto Wallin up against the ropes, that's where Chisora wins for me. That's where he wins. Trap him in that corner. Don't allow Otto Wallin to use his windcraft and win IQ. Otto Wallin, the thing with Otto Wallin was he went through it and said, didn't he? With suited AJ. I don't see Otto Wallin doing that against Chisora. I think he'd go back to his usual style, and I just think it's all one for Chisora, in my opinion. I think a better fight for Chisora would have been Jamel Miller, someone like that, someone like Jamel Miller, because he's a slugfest fighter, even Fraser Clark. Maybe not Fraser Clark, I say, because I do think Fraser Clark can punch, to be fair. So can Jamel Miller, but Jamel Miller can dance out after first half the fight. So I thought Jamel Miller would have been, that was supposed to be the fight before Miller had promotion problems. So yeah, I just think it's just the one style for Chisora. So I expect Otto Wallin to win on points against Chisora. But Chisora can win. He can definitely win, because it all depends what happens on the night. If Otto Wallin decides to not use the windcraft, then that will suit Chisora, in my opinion. But I think Otto Wallin will outwork him as well. I do think Otto Wallin will outwork Chisora as well, with all due respect, as well. So, but anyways, they're my bottom predictions and bottom preview for Chisora versus Otto Wallin full card preview. Feel free to see your predictions down below in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. And have a good rest of the day, people. Feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments.